Welcome, racers, to the most colorful challenge you've ever faced.
The grizzly bear is ready to power through.
And here's the coffee ballerina, ready to dance her way to victory.
Cilindro seems perfectly composed. Almost too composed.
Don't underestimate the power of the quiet underdog.
The piglet is ready to oink and roll.
Bulldog's enthusiasm is infectious.
Gobi seems a little out of his element here on the Rainbow Road.
The African elephant brings raw power to the start.
Timber, the strategist, is calculating every move. The tiger starts with typical feline confidence and grace.
And their OFF. The crocodile takes an early lead.
Bear is pacing himself, a marathon runner in a sprint race.
A graceful, if slightly wobbly, start for the ballerina.
Cilindro moves with mechanical efficiency and a touch of the bizarre.
The duck is putting in maximum effort, achieving minimum speed. Don't underestimate the piglet's low center of gravity. He's surprisingly fast.
That bulldog is running on pure adrenaline and stubbornness.
The camel's long legs are finally finding their rhythm.
The elephant is utilizing its sheer mass to plow through the competition.
Timber maintains the pack pace, conserving energy perfectly.
The tiger unleashes its power, closing the gap. First obstacle ahead, the slippery sugar slopes.
Brute force. The bear just barrels through the support structure. A musical solution. She's using sonic vibrations to clear the path.
Clever use of the implement. Cilindro handles the obstacle with precision.
The piglet uses its built-in digging tool. Ingenious. When in doubt, the bulldog chooses brute force over finesse.
The camel uses altitude. A smart move to avoid the slipperiness.
Nothing stops the elephant. Everything becomes powder.
Perfect technique from Timber. Airborne mastery.
The tiger is taking its time, ensuring a clear path forward.
The crocodile maintains its powerful momentum after the first hurdle. The bear is locking into a steady, powerful stride.
She makes running look like a complex ballet routine. The rolling motion is surprisingly effective for covering distance quickly.
The duck defaults to waterfowl tactics, even on dry land.
The piglet is holding its position through sheer heart. A low clearance maneuver. Good use of that stocky build. The gelatin wall looms large for our desert traveler.
The trunk provides the necessary precision engineering.
Timber is using advanced lateral movement to bypass the thickest sections. Precision targeting. The tiger finds the perfect window. A fierce battle for the lead between the reptile and the feline. The heavy artillery is closing in.
Finesse over force. She's gliding over the ground.
Cylindro is inventing new forms of locomotion.
Desperate measures. The duck is trying to scar the track into submission.
Tight squeeze. The piglet exploits the gaps left by the giants. Uh-oh. Loss of traction for the bulldog. Looks like a low-speed spin-out.
The jelly trampoline section. This requires careful foot placement.
The elephant is using the trampolines as catapults. Phenomenal airtime.
Timber mirrors the technique, demonstrating perfect timing.
A moment of hesitation. The tiger is slightly off balance.
The lowrider strategy pays off on the curves.
Curves are taxing the bear's turning radius.
The centrifugal force of the spin keeps her perfectly on track.
A truly unique adaptation to cornering physics. Gravity always wins against avian aerodynamics.
The piglet demonstrates superior agility in the bends.
The bulldog finds an unconventional, high-risk bypass.
Next up, the great floating stepping stone traverse.
The trunk acts as a grappling hook. Brilliant engineering.
Maximum momentum transfer. Timber flies across the gap.
The tiger is opting for the aggressive, long jump approach.
Water element advantage. The crocodile excels in the misty void. Heavy landings, but the bear makes progress.
Pinpoint balance on tiny platforms. Incredible control. The club acts as a crucial stabilizing anchor over the void.
Flight attempts. The duck is learning the hard way about aerodynamics.
Quick hops. The piglet is nimble enough to keep up.
Bulldog embraces the slide, maximizing contact time.
The humps offer excellent natural spring loading.
The elephant successfully utilizes advanced leverage and power to cross the void.
flawless transition back to running. Timber is relentless.
Tiger just barely claws his way back onto the main course. The leader senses the pressure mounting. The bear is entering its power phase. The ballerina refuses to be intimidated by bulk.
Dropping the club for an unorthodox, multi-limbed approach.
Opportunism strikes, hitching a ride on the gentle giant. The piglet finds a low-level bypass tunnel.
That quick slide seems to have re-energized the bulldog.
Balloons. The camel must maintain vertical stability.
Using precision tools to manage the high-risk surface.
Light steps and precise pressure control. Textbook execution. Overwhelming force against the bouncy hazard. The leaders are now hampered by sticky residue. Speed reduction imminent.
The massive shake-off. A critical moment of vulnerability. A high-frequency cleaning cycle. Never underestimate the power of good acoustics.
Cilindro's material composition gives him a massive advantage here.
Back on the ground, and now facing a feather crisis.
The piglet navigates the stickiness like a little pink tank. The bulldog's attempt to clean up looks like a seizure.
Cotton candy terrain. A nightmare for shaggy fur.
The elephant simply powers through the confectionery obstacle.
Smart routing. Minimizing contact with the sticky hazard.
A slight miscalculation. The tiger carries a new, sugary stripe.
The stickiness unexpectedly becomes a speed dampener on this steep descent.
The bear masters the downhill by using his mass as a counterweight. A perfect friction slide, maximizing the geometry of the slope.
The log shape is perfectly aerodynamic for this section.
Belly sliding to minimize impact and control.
The piglet's roll provides excellent velocity on the decline.
Short legs are struggling to keep up with gravity's pull.
The camel's innate balance system is paying dividends now. Absolute braking power demonstrated by the elephant.
The wolf's stride is optimized for speed maintenance, uphill or down.
Tail-driven steering keeps the tiger in line.
The flat run begins. The crocodile pushes for the next checkpoint. Unleashing the full might of the bear's endurance. He's taking the lead. The ballerina pushes the tempo. Can she keep up with the powerhouse?
duck embraces the mess and uses the shedding debris for speed enhancement.
Pure grit from the little piglet.
The bulldog is determined to show his stamina.
The mirror maze. Optical confusion ahead for Gobi.
Moisture manipulation to neutralize optical illusions. Timber locks onto reality, ignoring the optical onslaught.
Tiger's own pattern confused its visual processing.
The crocodile seizes the advantage from the recovering tiger.
The bear has little patience for illusions.
Utilizing the mirrors for tactical awareness. A brilliant defensive move.
Cilindro is rolling with the reflections. Maximum efficiency achieved.
The duck is engaged in a philosophical debate with its mirrored self. The piglet chooses the path of least visual resistance.
The bulldog is mesmerized by the infinite display of his own effort.
The chicken pit! A chaos zone ahead!
The chickens are proving to be a nuisance, absorbing momentum.
Vertical clearance. Timber avoids the messy engagement entirely.
The tiger treats the chickens like batting practice.
The chicken barrage throws off the crocodile's aim.
When in doubt, wade. The bear treats it like shallow water.
The aerial elegance of the ballerina shines through the chaos.
Paddle power! Cilindro is turning the pit into a shallow stream.
The duck finds the chickens quite enjoyable, if distracting.
A tight weave through the poultry obstacle.
The bulldog finds canine delift in the chaos.
Gobi steps over the fray, maintaining lofty distance.
Elephant is momentarily bogged down by the plastic tide. Timber is making his final surge towards the front. The tiger sheds the last hindrance. Full speed unlocked.
The diamond wall. The ultimate vertical challenge looms.
Bear's claws lack the grip needed for the crystalline surface.
Slow and steady climbing. Pure arm strength is being tested.
Ingenious use of the club as temporary scaffolding.
Flight fails against the vertical diamond sheen. A valiant but brief attempt at aerosol climbing.
Attempting to circumnavigate the vertical challenge. A brute force tactic.
The camel employs specialized gripping tools. Its teeth,
Tusks as pittons.
creating guarantee footholds.
Scavenging grip from the leader's effort. Clever wolf.
Instinctive vertical assault, relying purely on paw grip.
Jaws are utilized for a critical overhead pull.
The bear is turning the obstacle into a ramp by force.
The ballerina utilizes the bear's demolition work for a powerful launch.
Cylindro embraces gravity and descent via controlled fall. A desperate grab. The duck attaches itself to the elephant's ankle.
The piglet uses the enemy's waste products for elevation.
Bulldog takes the maintenance route. A strategic retreat.
Gobi surveys the field from his hard-won perch.
The elephant sets a powerful, uncatchable pace on the open stretch.
Timber drafts perfectly off the massive elephant, a masterclass in pack running.
The tiger chooses independence, overtaking the struggling reptile.
The croc is back in the race, but he's lost precious ground. The bear refuses to let the leader slip away. A beautiful aerial duel between the ballerina and Cylindro.
Cylindro adopts the rotational efficiency mode.
The duck is back to its determined, if slow, ground game.
The bulldog resurfaces, ready for the final leg. The camel hits its stride in the final segment. The African elephant leads the pack into the final kilometer.
Timber locks onto the elephant's pace, waiting for the critical moment.
The tiger's final acceleration phase. Unbelievable raw speed.
The tail drive propels the crocodile towards the end.
The bear digs deep, refusing to yield the pace. Piston locomotion engaged. Cylindro is leveraging every joint.
The belly slide becomes the duck's final sprint strategy.
The piglet maintains a slight edge over the sliding duck.
The bulldog has reappeared and is charging hard.
Gobi sees the finish line, but the giants are closing in.
The elephant is in the home stretch. Can anyone challenge this lead?
The wolf empties the tank. A final, explosive burst of speed.
The tiger is just steps behind the pace setters. A photo finish possible. The snout lunge. A desperate attempt for the lead. The bear is utilizing his final reserves of brute strength.
The final sustained note provides a miraculous lift.
Cylindro is rocked by the high note, settling for consistency. The piglet is putting everything into this final surge. The bulldog closes the gap on the small contenders.
Gobi crosses the line with the calm precision of a desert traveler.
The elephant crosses the line. A powerful finish.
The wolf makes a full-body stretch dive for the line.
The tiger gives absolutely everything in that final sprint.
Just shy of the line. The crocodile checks his results.
The bear crosses. A display of sheer, relentless willpower.
Cylindro completes the course via controlled, rotational momentum.
The duck finishes the race in his preferred mode of transit.
The piglet has given its all and collapsed across the line.
The bulldog powers through the final barrier.
Gobi finishes, already transitioning back to his natural habitat mentality.
Victory confirmed. A triumphant trumpet call.
A phenomenal second-place finish achieved through strategy and stamina.
The tiger finishes strong, a testament to explosive power.
The crocodile tries to hide his disappointment by seeking water.
Respect is shown between the top competitors.
The show must go on, even after a grueling race.
Cylindro executes a perfect, if unsettling, final posture.
The duck celebrates survival more than placement.
Recovery mode, foraging for edible remains of the track. Rest earned. The bulldog has completely depleted his energy reserves.
Gobi's stoicism remains unbroken by the finish.
A gentle post-race inventory of the remaining candy floss.
The wolf is already analyzing the performance data for improvement. The tiger prioritizes hygiene after such a messy ordeal.
The croc finds his favorite recharge station off track.
A moment of well-deserved rest after an incredible effort.
A gentle victory composition from the ballerina.
Cylindro is already preparing for the rematch.
What an epic race on the 7-color circuit. Congratulations to all our incredible competitors.